I bought this computer, same as my old one, $200, and I've restored it, so it's just like having the same thing. What a bargain. And I'm trying to get all my memory cards and USB drives and everything together to get the footage for the 2021 X-Alps. My supporter Nikki picked me up from Steve's place in Interlaken. This video covers the 10 days between then and the X-Alps start. In that time, I had my wing repaired, flew around Interlaken, we checked the Santis turnpoint, did the stickers and the photo shoot, flew over Kleinarl and Wagrain, had a hike with Spike from Team Poland, my worst ever paragliding crash after flying with the Belgians, a stress ECG test, the prologue, Kossen, and a look at Kitzbuhel turnpoint.
So I was thinking of trying to fly this way. Interlaken's not far behind me. Just drying out the feet of it because I walked through some wet grass earlier today. Oh, finally got here. Hey buddy.
I love flying with golden eagles, in German Steinadler. Unlike some wedge-tailed eagles, they don't try and attack you.
Gonna do some top landing up here, and first one I'll just have a picnic. Not gonna happen easily, is it? It's a bit tricky to land in the wind, and I saw it, but I didn't hear it until I landed. It's a thundercloud here. So the winds are quite a bit lighter now, and there's another storm in the same place as the one that was there before, but they're not being steered this way, and pretty low cloud base, so not expecting a lot of gust fronts out of it. That's it right there. Pretty heavy showers. Oh, there's more over there actually. Keep an eye on that one. Good to have the SLR camera, wouldn't it?
A gust front is formed by both raindrops pushing down and evaporative cooling. Terrain can channel and dissipate the energy.
I don't actually have the tyres to the dress, but I can see Nicola's car, so I remember that I've got to go down this street. Here. Santis. Just crossed onto here after following a thermal at a 45-degree angle from where I started. Oh, it's epic, so beautiful. Such a beautiful sight, you just jump from one ridge to the next, higher and higher. So Santis on my left wingtip, and behind me is Valensay. So a beautiful flight from down there. First flight with Nicola watching, and Santis. Beautiful. Such an amazing ridge. And getting closer, I can't actually remember what the distance is. It's probably 2 kilometers. So I'm just trying to get really high here. Santis is approximately that way, because I'm going to try and cross the Rhine. It's going to be an X-Alps tomorrow morning, but might as well fly today down towards, Wagrain, Salzburg. There's a lenticular cap cloud on that cloud ahead, and I'm trying to hopefully get a little something off this little bump in the middle of the valley. Second turn. Come on. Barely uphill high. That definitely helped. Had a few sparrows with me for a while. I'm going to drift tail, maybe get something here, who knows. You work so hard and you get drilled. Oh well, I've got a car picking me up. So I landed in that field, and I wasn't quite sure whether I was in Switzerland or Austria. It turns out I'm in Liechtenstein. pretty dead. Trying out this push to talk. Thank you very much, Oleg. In the Interlaken. A flight from close to Santis this morning.
The photo shoot, posing with products, logos and my new wing stickers, was followed by a soul-restoring flight following weak lift over the valley.
5 PM. Having go flying out of the lee here, pretty much. Well, not really, but... Okay. Oh man, 4.3 metres a second on the aperture. I got this thermal from below the height of that cable and in front of it. It's getting better. This is epic. Yeah, yesterday I flew Kleinarl and scratched around. Did dozens and dozens of turns really low over the town. Woo! Climbs are epic, 6 metres a second peak, 4.5 on the aperture, but I'm not even centred or trying really. Woo-hoo! Yeah, it's pretty cold because the air mass I mean, because when the sun wasn't out it was pretty cold, when the sun came out I had a huge thing. Look at this, backbone of the Austrian Alps. Buckstein, Tennengeberger, Hochkönig and Berchtesgaden in the middle there. Wagrain below me on the right. You can see those trees moving down there. It's pretty windy. I just got a half dozen turns and a climb to get above my predicament. Probably about 200 metres lower. Wagrain's just over the hill there. She's a bit windy, bro!
And now I've just parked here and just put the brakes on and up you go. So back to Wagrain for dinner soon I think.
Windy day, no westerlies. Not too cold to stay up high, so time to come down. There's Spike, Team Poland. Sailplane, that's cool. Turning with the Hochkönig behind it, and the hunting area that we're not allowed to go is just a little bit there. And a second sailplane. So I've pretty much crossed directly to this. Got some good lift coming up, but kind of disorganised. Spike's gone to the hill in front of me and he lost a lot of height getting there, that's why I didn't really follow him. Really difficult conditions because there's a lot of wind coming from over there, so I'm just coming out of the lee after getting wasted over there. Lost all my height pretty quick after getting a bit cocky. I'm back out there at 8,000 feet and yeah, this way, I've got a bit of ground speed here, no it's not too bad. But there's a wind coming from that way and I'm trying to figure out whether I follow this ridge across there or that ridge across there. Well, it's hard work, you know. I've come out of that cold because it's flat in front of it. There was wind pushing me out. Just lost a couple hundred metres and trying to scratch back up again off these spurs. Yeah, going into wind is hard work, and yeah, a cloud would be nice. The touchstone in the distance there. Trying to sneak out of the lee, you never know when you're going to get whacked. All those sheep, they're in the shade, it's too hot for it. Yeah, it's pretty close. Oh well, that's 7,650 feet. Highest I've been for a little while. Pretty inquisitive, aren't you? 20 k's an hour or so. That's why I landed here, because I'm in the lead and I thought maybe this is as high as I can get. But yeah, can't complain, it's a nice spot, eh? You can see my skid marks in the snow. These guys are all sheltering in the shade of the corners to keep cool, and one of them had a nip in my wing. Didn't do any damage, left a bit of slobber on it, but really hard work to get here. There we go. I've come from over there. Jeez, I'm going backwards here. So much for that plan. That part of the ridge is shit. It's really rough. So I don't know, maybe I'll try and go back to Wagrain. My strategy of just flying until something good happened didn't really work. More or less the end of the valley wasn't steep enough. But I'm going to have a bit of a wash down because we don't have showers anymore because of COVID. Apparently because of COVID, we've been too really stuck. And we might try and hitch up that. Oh, I missed that message from Nicky. The Zello is working well. Well, you can't really expect snowmelt to be warm.
The Belgians gave me a lift into Salzburg and up to Geisberg so we could fly the first part of the race back to Wagrain.
Looking for our first climb. Just managed to jag this climb, the sunny lee at this point. The other guys came back for it, but they were a little bit too low to get it, so I'm just drifting with it. The tailwind pushing us towards Wagrain. It's nice to be in a climb, and this ridge should be a bit easier now. Pretty continuous. Those guys are stuck. Last time I saw them, they were below the top of that one. Then I hung on to that climb out of the lee. Got me halfway across the valley. Geisberg in the distance, not sure where the Belgians are. And getting nice and high here, which I need to because it's a big crossing. That's the Dachstein. Yeah, nice flight. So I've just arrived and I crossed well under 8,000 foot airspace. And I'm almost on the edge of it. So a little way that way and I can go as high as I like. That's Wagrain. Shit! Oh! Oh, fuck! Oh, get my tongue. Oh. That's not very good. I badly got the conditions wrong, assessment wrong. Now I've got a tender ankle and I've got a launch in pretty strong wind, so hopefully it'll drop off a bit. There was a bit less wind, but I think the wing looks okay. There is some canopy repairs needed on the top surface. Pretty serious though. I'm just concerned about doing it with a tender ankle, that's the main thing. Let's go. Let's go. Just fly back to Wagrain and put some ice on the ankle, eh? That wasn't a very smart idea, standing for a pee. Yeah, bit the tongue pretty bad and tender ankle, even the rest of it a little bit tender. Oh, I'm getting it done. Wagrain's just over there, but I'm feeling very silly. Hopefully this left ankle is not too bad. Should definitely put some ice onto that. Not an ideal ending, but at least I'm going to make it home.
So this was my worst ever paragliding crash, and it needed more than a bit of ice. My voice was hoarse for a few days, and it hurt to eat for weeks. But the main problem was my ankle, which is not 100% even after 6 months. This is how it looked on the morning of the prologue.
Took a jump there, but I did it. Prologue. Finally getting somewhere here. I've been here dozens and dozens of turns, really slow, but it's starting to get better. And yeah, all on my own. It was quite lower in the coal and he didn't look like he was doing so well. He's still about where he was, so we're on the way to the right place. Well, this guy below me showed me this climb, but I've actually out-climbed it quite a bit. Lost it a little bit now. But I don't know where everyone else has gone. I know they're ahead. I don't know if they're coming back from the second turn point, I guess. Oh yeah, there's some coming in now, I think. Yeah, it'd be nice to have someone to go with or show me the way, because I don't have to walk again, but... Well, I made it! This sport is getting a bit of a treat now. It performed magnificently. Still quite a bit of swelling there, but it definitely didn't get worse on the hill, and probably actually it got better because instead of just having it, you know, idle and getting stiff, it was moving around. So pretty happy with that. There's my medical advisor. So I've just launched at Kossen. I was incognito for a while probably a dozen paragliders were sitting around that I got sick of waiting. I was going to take it easy, but I'm going to fly over to the sunny ridge. Yeah, just as I was setting up, they're like, oh, there's an X-Alps pilot here. Yeah, friendly enough. Just had a bit of help launching. Launched there yesterday and up 20 minutes ago. Quite humiliating. That string on the wrong side of my legs. Anyway, I'll have another go. It should be working on the other side, it was before. And my landing was a bit of a thud too. I feel like running it out. Nice, and I believe that's Florian, who I went up in the chairlift with. Yeah, he got low when we first launched, but then I top landed. And flew over the top, had a look, and maybe he took an indirect route to wait for me. That guy's got a strobe, it's a really good idea. Another one down here. Plenty around. So Kitzbuhel turnpoint is at the top of this chairlift. So I'm basically going to try and fly the route in reverse today, back to Wagrain. Apparently the car is full.
So I ended up cramming into the car with Pierre and Nikki, and it was a bit of a late night getting organised, getting fed, getting to Wagrain. So it wasn't really the best preparation, along with the paragliding crash less than a week before the start, but we got there.